Let's stay with Jeff Gordon and listen to this restart. Boy, he drives in there hard before he lifts his foot off that gas.
I finally seen the smoke they were talking about on Rusty's car. So the left rear quarter panel just touching the sidewall just a little bit. The minute that tire gets worn down just a little bit to where it's rubbing, you won't see it anymore.
Okay. Dale Jarrett on the move. 7th place after the round of pit stops. Running there behind Bobby Hillen and Derrike Cope. Ooh, and the Cope and Hillen almost get together.
Casual contact.
At 140 miles an hour, what could be casual about it?
Well, they didn't wreck.
Right.
Well, look here.
Well, there's one.
Ernie Irvan up in the wall.
With the right rear.
Now that car just got out of the groove just a little bit, and away it took off.
Look at fuel coming out of the back of the car.
Yeah.
Fuel cells ripped wide open. Well, you got to be careful here. Don't try to re-crank it.
Boy.
And Irvan 10th in the points. Brings out the 8th caution of the day at lap 222. Everybody eases past. Nobody's going to get a lap back from Rusty Wallace. And they come back around to the caution flag.
Boy, that's fuel running across the track. I'm hoping one of these other cars doesn't light it off coming by.
You know, we're having a little laugh about Elmo Langley, but he just might be in line for first place money.
Oh, he's a major player, I'll tell you that.
Ernie is okay.
Oh, that's good to see.
Didn't really hit the wall that hard, but slid up and caught up first with the right rear and then the right front. I say that hard compared to some we've seen today.
You're right.
Yes.
We're under caution. Imagine that. We'll be right back to Dover Down. Rusty Wallace leading Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon. Welcome back to Dover Downs. I'm Mike Joy with Neil Bonnet and Buddy Baker, Glenn Jarrett and Randy Pemberton on pit road today for TNN. Let's look at your top 10. There are 16 cars on the lead lap. In addition to the ones you just saw. First, let's go down to Randy Pemberton.
Robert, what happened? Did he say? No, he just said he spun, but I don't know why or, you know, what happened. Did he say how bad the car was? Spotter said he hit hard.
I'm not thrilled, Robert Yates, owner of that Texaco Thunderbird.
Just way back here getting in. I don't know exactly what happened. That looks like a right rear might have been.
It's hard to tell. He got loose so far back, and the car just never came back to him. Yeah, he did get into it pretty hard.
Yep. I'll say.
One thing
there, you see it knock something into the fuel cell. You see.
Yeah, because it did rupture the fuel cell while it was going along.
That doesn't happen very often.
Just going in on the outside. Looked like he's going to try to pass some of those guys outside.
Right
Boy,
here, it breaks loose.
Boy, it almost looked like some kind of liquid out there as he went in. Could see on the right side of his car, but maybe not. It's hard to tell. You know, they say hold it against the wall. When you hit this place, it's going to hold itself for a little while. It's up there stuck on that thing, and it just grinds the car away.
You know that shot going into the corner.
Look at the right side of your screen this time.
Okay. Okay, he's on the outside here. And the car just, he goes up a little bit. Right here, he loses control. I don't see anything on the racetrack, Neil.
No, it just made that initial move just didn't look right. You know, it's going along, all of a sudden it kind of made a little move to the right, but just probably got out from under him. Maybe we'll get somebody to talk to Ernie a little bit and see if we can figure out what happened.
There's the car being hauled down off the banking. Irvan was 10th in Winston Cup points. Look back from the pace car. Here's Glenn.
Well, guys, I'm standing by with what might be one of the smartest businessmen in America. This is Rick Hendrick, the owner of Jeff Gordon's car, the guy who signed that young phenomenal away from Ford Motor Company, and obviously no regrets at all.
Oh, no, it's we've been real proud of what these guys have been able to do this year, and the whole team, you know, they've worked together, and, you know, Jeff's done a heck of a job. He's going to have a real bright future, and we're real excited about having him.
Well, you've been in racing a long time. I've owned a lot of teams, but did you in your wildest dreams imagine this team being so young, Jeff being a rookie, would come together and do so well so fast?
Well, no, you know, you hope that that'll happen, but realistically, you don't come into this sport and do this well as quick. And these guys have worked hard with the other 3 teams, and they work together. And you know, Ray Everham's just done an unbelievable job, and Jeff, and they worked together before. And you know, the guys just got a lot of talent, and these guys have rallied around them. And you know, we're looking forward to a good finish here and a lot of years to come.
Well, he's certainly showing that talent today, Mike.
Thanks, Glenn. Here's your pace car. Each track decides what type of car to use for the pace car. Dover uses the Pontiac Trans Am, and essentially it's a stock car. They used to use a beefed up model, but now the cars from Detroit are so good. That's a stock car. The exhaust seems to be opened up just a little bit. And the driver, Elmo Langley, to answer another of our 800 line questions, won the Legends, NASCAR Winston Cup Legends race in 1991 at Charlotte. And in his driving career had 2 Winston Cup wins when it was then called Grand National, June '66, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and the next month he won up at Manassas, Virginia.
And to give it just a little more credit, he passed Cale Yarborough on the last lap to win that Legends race.
We're under caution here at Dover for the 8th time, but we'll be right back. Exclusive coverage of the Splitfire Sparkplug 500 on the Nashville Network is brought to you by Ford and your local Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? They've just thrown the green flag for the restart. Rusty Wallace out in front of Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Ricky Rudd, Jimmy Spencer. The top 5. Spencer now in front of Rudd.
We see Rudd working on Spencer pretty hard, trying to get around him.
Good battle for 4th place.
You know, the more rubber they put on this track, the better chance they got of the tires lasting longer. So maybe it will help for the this continuous runs we're having.
Yeah, I'm right behind them, Jeff. Yellow Dine's right in there, too. I want to make sure on that. They got so many of these cars that are black on the front.
And with so many cars with new paint jobs.
Yeah.
And so many old paint jobs with new drivers.
It's hard to remember who climbed in the window before the race started.
Dick May was a journeyman driver about the time Elmo Langley was winning his races. NASCAR Super Sub. Had a different ride almost every week. And I'd ask him, you know, you drive so many cars, how do you know which one to climb into? He says, that's easy. He says, I wait till they're playing the national anthem, and I walk down the grid, and whatever car doesn't have a driver must be mine. And he wasn't kidding.
Well, you'd have to know Dick May to understand.
Yeah, right. Dick May, once at this racetrack, drove 7 different cars in one day. And each one fell out from under him. He came within 4 laps of finishing the race.
Boy, look at you. Talk about getting in the corner. Jeff Gordon is flying down in the corner now.
You know, this is the same scenario we saw earlier. Rusty able to take the lead on the restart. Gordon's car come around. We'll have to see if it happens again. Gordon's characteristics with his car has been to get better and better.
And you saw that Greg Sachs is back in the race. He had been on pit road an extended stay and in the garage area. But he's back out 50 laps in a rear.
You know, I've never been to Salem, but Jeff Gordon was a tremendous talent on that racetrack, and I think it simulates pretty much Salem in this racetrack as far as the high banks and all. He won a lot of sprint car races and stuff there.
Trouble in the backstretch, spinning. I think that's Derrike Cope. It is. Spanaway Washington driver and Cale Yarborough's Bojangles Ford. Gets into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like off turn 2. He got out of the wall.
Cope was running in 22nd position, 2 laps down. Former Daytona 500 winner.
As this group came by down the front straightaway, they were in a big pack, and everybody in the grandstands was standing up looking. There was a lot of shuffling going on. Well, let's see right here. He's pretty well. There's a group of cars coming up off the corner right here.
There he is.
Ooh. Looks like he got loose.
Like Schrader might have just. You really can't
look
tell.
Again.
I'd rather say nothing than guess wrong, but it looked like Schrader might have got in the left rear corner. There's the trouble.
Yeah, Cam did a good job of messing on that deal.
Boy, he hit the inside wall hard on the left front there.
Almost the same play that we saw with Darrell Waltrip at the first of the race. This is later after he's already got turned around.
Dover has not been kind to Derrike Cope. He won his 2nd Winston Cup race here, but this is the 5th time in the last 6 Dover races that he's been in the fence.